Hello Booktopians, I'm Fiona McIntosh and this is my life in books. My favourite childhood book is the first book that ever made me cry, and that is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. I came to it quite late because I wouldn't let go of Enid Blyton, and my teachers were a bit worried about me, so they introduced me to C.S. Lewis at about the age of 9, I think I was, and without wishing to spoil it for anyone, a character is killed, and I was devastated, and I sobbed for many hours until my teacher discovered I was in all sorts of pain and just said to me, "Fiona, read on." And so I learnt a great lesson from this book, and it has clued me in all my fantasy writing. So now, Booktopians, I'm going to tell you about the author I never stop reading, but I read Ian McEwan for punishment. He's my hair shirt. When I get cocky about my own writing, or I think, wow, that's a wonderful story you've just written, Fiona, I deliberately make myself read another Ian McEwan, and he teaches me a fine lesson that I have a very long way to go. Hello Booktopians, the first grown-up book I read was Robert Ludlum's Born Identity, would you believe? And I absolutely loved it. I was about 18 years old, and this character, Jason Bourne, goes to all these fabulous places in Europe, and I decided that I was going to visit every single city that Jason Bourne stayed in or had action and adventure in, and I also wanted to stay at the Georges V hotel in Paris that he stays in, and it took me about 20 years to get there, but I finally did, and I think I have ticked off every city from the Born Identity, and what it gave me was a sense of I wanted to travel the world. So it had an enormous impact on me because I sort of in that year decided I would go travelling, and I then got into the travel industry and had a whole career in travel, all because I read The Born Identity. The book I read the most and I could cuddle up with and go to sleep with if I needed cozying up is Mix and Bake by Belinda Jeffrey, because I'm a baker, and for anyone starting out, that's the book that will help you to find the courage to try pastry and some difficult recipes that might otherwise terrify you. She makes it so simple, and she is a flawless baker, and every single recipe is gold. So I trust her completely, and it's my go-to book when I'm looking for a cake to bake.